After a ceasefire put an end to the worst escalation between Israel and Gaza, things seem to have gone back to normal between the two rivals. But Palestinians in Gaza gather every Monday on the northern beach bordering Israel to protest against the blockade. They demand the right to return to the lands they belong to. Wion's West Asia Bureau Chief Daniele Pagani is in Gaza, and he brings us this report on the Palestinian demonstrators.
Every Monday, Palestinians gather on the beach north to the Gaza Strip on the border with Israel. They protest and demand the right to return to the land from where they were displaced after the wars with Israel. They protest both on the land and on the sea.
What you see there, just behind me, is the delimitation, the ultimate line that no Palestinian can cross. Normally during the beach protest, this is what they are called, there are some boats which start circling around and getting closer and closer to that fence, and they are risking very much because that delimitation defines what is an enemy for the Israeli forces. So the closer you get to that delimitation, or even if you try to cross that delimitation, makes you an enemy, and so you will be treated by the Israeli forces as such. This means that if you get close to that defining line, you can be shot at with live ammunition and considered as an individual who is trying to break into Israel from the Palestinian territory.
Groups of boats gather in the sea, and some of them start moving towards the border to provoke the Israeli forces. Israeli naval unit patrol the sea and shoot live ammunition and tear gas canisters to deter them. As time goes by, people move closer to the fence, and some start using slings to throw stones at the faraway soldiers who respond with live fire.
The crowd behind me is assisting a young boy who has been shot right now, a few minutes back, perhaps in his leg. This is what we saw, he fell. This is normal. They were standing very close to the border, and that's the riskiest position where they go in order to face the Israeli forces that always consider people getting too close to the fence as enemies, and they treat them as such.
Tear gas and ammunition do not seem to shake Palestinian protesters, who keep gathering towards the fence without wearing any protective gear nor taking any precautions. They have become used to this. The large wave of border demonstrations known as the Great March of Return started 6 months ago. Palestinians keep reaching the fence every Friday and Monday ever since. Israel and Egypt impose a land, sea, air blockade on the tiny coastal strip of Gaza. Tel Aviv sealed off the area after Hamas won elections in 2007. Israel considers Hamas a terrorist organization. Tel Aviv says isolating Gaza is the only way to protect its territory and blames Hamas for the suffering of Gaza people. But the blockade has brought the people of Gaza on their knees. Half of them live below the poverty line. They are forced to live in a strip of land 40 kilometers long and maximum 15 kilometers wide, with nowhere else to go. Putting themselves in the line of fire is for many the only way to make their voices heard.
There is an unemployment rate which touches 44%, so many have no hope, and the only hope to break the siege is to come every time on the border and to try to understand if putting their bodies on the line of fire will help them to get their message to the world. On the northern border between Gaza and Israel, Daniele Pagani reporting for Wion, World is One.